Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and my name is Lydia if you're new here. So today's video is going to be about, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about things to consider before basically booking your flight to go to Fiji. So originally I'm from Fiji as well, so hence that's why I wanted to make this video about my home country. So I live in Australia, so yeah. Okay, so what my family and I normally do is when we go to Fiji, we always withdraw like cash in Australia, and then we go to Fiji and we basically, what's the word called, we convert the money to Fijian dollars. So yeah. Number two is if you are traveling around school holiday time, for example December, January, or even like April, you know, for Easter, or July, but mainly I think mainly April, December, January, like around those months, I would recommend, what did I say? Oh right, it's best to pay for your flights more than a month if you're like a money saver and you have a budget. It's best to pay for your flight more than a month in advance. I don't know, I could be wrong. I mean, the last time that I paid for a flight, like for my own, to go to Fiji was like how many years back, and yeah, that was I paid for my own flight like a few years ago. I don't remember if I paid for it a month before. I probably did, but anyway, I was working full-time. From what I specifically remember, I was working in retail. Yeah, I was working in retail, so yeah. So that's things to consider. Another one is depending on where you're going to be spending your time in Fiji. So normally if you go to Fiji, obviously like you want to figure out, you know, where you're going to be, like your accommodation and the location of where you're going to be staying. So say for example, if you're going to be living in the city, like, you know, nearby the city, or say for example if it's Nandi, Suva, Lautoka, I'm just naming random cities by the way. Yeah, if you're going to be living in like those areas, like just consider like if you want to rent a car. Was that the point of me saying? Yeah. So if you want to and also normally the plane normally goes to the main area of Fiji, which is Nadi, which is spelled as Nadi with a silent N. I mean it's pronounced as Nandi, but it's spelled without the N in the middle of the word. So yeah, consider traveling, like if you have your license, full license especially, you obviously need to have full license to drive in another country. And yeah, what else is there? So yeah, consider your traveling costs, like if you're going by bus, taxi, yeah, it's kind of like expensive, I guess, but this depends on your traveling expenses, like financially. See, whenever me and my family go to Fiji, we always have I wouldn't say extra money, but we always have backup just in case, because with Fiji things are quite expensive, but at the same time it's worth a holiday, 100% sure. Hiring a private car, like your own personal car to rent it out, I highly suggest getting a car that's like, what are these cars called, you know, like the SUVs car and kind of car. Yeah, like the SUV, I don't know, I'll just like put pictures of the type of cars I'm thinking of. Like I just have pictures of like the type of cars that's probably like very reasonable to drive in Fiji, because knowing the roads in Fiji, don't trust it with like car. I mean, yeah, obviously you want to save your money when you want to rent like a car there, but at the same time you kind of want to, you know, be cautious and, you know, kind of trying to be safe when you're traveling around. And yeah, so private car, or if you want to just maybe take the bus from Nandi to whichever location you're going to, or you're just gonna be going there and you're gonna be paying for staying at an island that you probably have to take a plane ride or a what's it thing called, the boat from, I don't know what city it is, and then you stay at like some sort of resort, or like an island off resort, a resort that's in another island in Fiji. Then you wouldn't really need to rent a car. Then you just need to get a taxi or hire a van or whatever. Just, yeah, also best to like ask the people at like the, what do you call them things, the reception, the office, the reception at the hotel, right? I'm forgetting what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's, again, it depends on where you're gonna spend your holiday, and also like the activities you're gonna do, whether it's like by yourself or whether it's gonna be with family or friends. So yeah, it really depends on like where you're gonna be, like what you're gonna be doing and how long you're gonna be staying there as well. So that's also one of the points. Another point is, if you are traveling in summertime, example December, January time, well, December to February, well, technically it's already, Fiji is already a hot country to like visit. So yeah, depending on where you're gonna be, when you're gonna be traveling to Fiji. So say for example, if it's summertime, best to wear like short sleeve shirt or short length pants. What else is there? Wear a hat, sunscreen if you get sunburned easily. What else? I don't know, sunglasses if you have sunglasses, or if you wear sunglasses. Yeah, just to also when it comes to around summertime, like if you go around, because normally it's normally humid and sticky season. Like even for me myself, like even though I'm obviously from Fiji, but I practically grew up in Australia since like I was like a kid. So but still I go there and it's really, really hot, but then my body temperature like kind of adapts to the weather, so then I'm like, oh, I'm used to it. So I highly suggest to stay hydrated while you're in Fiji. To stay hydrated, it's best to buy like a water bottle, and don't drink from the tap water. It's best to buy water bottles in like the shops in Fiji. It might be a bit expensive, or you might be shocked by the price, but like I said like a few minutes ago, just to have backup financially, just in case. Sure to pay for travel insurance. I believe my parents, yeah, they always buy travel insurance whenever they go to Fiji. It's just you never know, medical reasons, could just randomly become unwell with the flu. I mean, who knows, like some people catch the flu like pretty easily, some takes time. So be mindful of pickpockets. So there are pickpockets in Fiji, sadly, even though Fiji is like beautiful, and I hear a few people like they've been wanting to go to Fiji, and some have already been to Fiji like literally like numerous times, because that's how much they love it. I guess because it's tropical, and you know, the people there are like lovely, always like they're always smiling and laughing. But anyway, so my point of saying this is yeah, be mindful of pickpockets, especially in crowded areas, such as going to, we call it towns in Fiji, but I'll just say in Australian terms, when you go to the cities or like the malls, shopping centers, yeah, just be mindful of your handbag or your wallet if you're a guy or a girl. Just, yeah, keep in mind of carrying cash. What else? Okay, people are friendly there. What else is there? It's just part of our Fijian culture. Like people are always laughing and smiling, especially when you arrive at the international airport in Fiji. Like I love the fact when they sing the song, like they always have like this band Like they always have like, I think 4 men or I don't even know how many men, but they always sing at the airport. Like this is literally like when you get off the plane and then you go into like the inside of the building before you go and I think check out, and before you grab your luggage basically, and they always sing a song. It's just really nice. Okay, so some of this information that I wrote down, I actually also searched it up and I also asked my dad about it too. So yeah, what else is there? So I actually found this really interesting, by the way, this point that I found on the internet. Same-sex relationships or marriage are legal. However, consider limiting being affectionate in public, because apparently some people might find it offensive, like especially in rural areas. But it kind of makes sense, because I have never, whenever I go to Fiji, like yeah, I always see like women or men like that are not straight. It's obvious, like you see them in town, but I have never seen like same-sex couples like literally like hugging or kissing each other in public. So yeah, just to be mindful of, if you are, you know, if you do have a partner that's the same gender as you, just be mindful of that. But that's just what I read, and honestly that was the first time I actually learned as well. So yeah, just to be mindful of it, because some people might find it a bit weird and offensive, but then again, that's just what I read on the internet and like on the government website. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Just double check of your passport, if it's like the condition, if it's, I think if it's 6 months, if you're in Australia and your passport expires, I don't know, I think within 6 months or something, then you'll need to renew it. Even though it's not even due within like less than a year, like even though it's due like in a month's time, you still need to kind of, yeah, see that condition. So yeah, just to double check if your passport expires, I think it's within 6 months, but just double check on the website, the government website, so you don't be stranded in Fiji. So yeah, that's all I want to share, just a bit about, you know, my country. And yeah, but yeah, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you guys find it very interesting and learned something. I even learned something by researching this information actually. So yeah, I will do also more videos based on my country, Fiji, like information relating to where I'm from. Thanks guys so much for watching, and also I post videos every Monday, literally every Monday. And yeah, also yeah, if you guys also want to check out my vlog channel, I do upload videos on my vlog channel every Thursdays. And I also have a social media account. Well, technically it's only Instagram. I have a Instagram account. It's a blog account. I post there every few days. So basically I post there like more regularly, like every few days. Yeah, if you want to interact with me through there, and that's about it. So thanks guys, and I will see you guys next Monday. Bye everyone.